We are blessed with two channelers, Nick and Zacariah. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you
Welcome,
for having
thank you.
us, Max.
Zacariah goes first, and who do we want to channel? I'm pretty open. Any positive energies are welcome.
I don't know yet. Whoever would like to connect.
Very good.
Zacariah remembers a lot more than I do about everything, so I just started remembering. He actually started me remembering. Clearly.
Greeting.
Greetings.
Hello, and how are you?
Hello. I'm good. Little tired, but good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
I have no label, but you can call me E.
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 E. Hi, E. What race are you? Are you a physical being?
I am not physical. I have no race.
I see. What brings you here?
I am another aspect of this boy.
Oh, welcome. Another aspect of Zacariah. I guess tell us about Ascension. What's Ascension from your perspective?
Ascension is the raising and unifying of the frequency of the physical form with the metaphysical form.
How is it a personal thing or is it a collective thing?
A person, as you call them, is just a fractal of the collective, therefore it is both.
Nick, you're welcome to join without channel and ask the questions if you like.
Yes. Could you talk about the idea of third heaven?
I do not understand.
Yes, I didn't think so. How about the construct, the place of the construct? It is a aspect of our dream space. The city of construction.
Do you mean an alternate realm outside of your perspective that is higher than yourself?
It is a much higher dimension, yes.
My understanding of this is that all dimensional perspective other than your own consciousness is a dreamlike realm. Therefore, all realms outside of your consciousness are constructs. Each construct adds to the next to form the major construct in the dimension above it. And each construct within that dimension adds to create the construct above that. Each is a fractal of another piece, which is a fractal of another piece, which adds to form another piece. Do you understand?
Yes, perfectly. Yes.
Good.
E. The key
Yes.
E. What does the E represent?
Everything.
There's a 3 backwards also.
You can
It
consider
is
it as
a
such.
key to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was only agreeing with you. The E that I have chosen to label myself as represents that I am everything, because everything is me.
How do you see God?
What is God?
What is God?
This human-made concept does not resonate with me. I do not understand. What you humans see as God is a being that is above yourself. But since we are all one,
God is a
there
term
is
that
one
some
God.
humans misuse, misunderstand. The
There's
word
no sin,
God simply means all that is.
is
It does
everything.
not mean a being.
I am saying from your Christian
Therefore,
belief.
that is what the Christian word for God, it will be retranslated later.
What is the difference between the Creator and the One?
I do not understand.
I don't either. I hope that you could explain.
Are you familiar with the law, the one is the all are the one?
Yes,
How do you relate to that idea?
everything, as I have said before, is a construct of the next. We are all made of the same source substance that has fractaled itself further and further and further to gain a wider perspective of itself. Thus doing so, it is infinitely fractaling below as it is excuse me, I have lost connection.
That's okay.
As I was saying, it is infinitely fractaling below as it is infinitely fractaling above. It is forever
Uh,
Quantum laws, the quantum idea of everything is just a smaller version of a bigger version of everything else.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. Thank you. What is your favorite color, E,
Since colors do
today?
not exist in my dimension, I would have to say that my favorite color within your reality complex would be red.
Interesting. Red is the color of the
However,
gods,
what is the color of what?
color of our blood, the color of God, color of sacrifice and passion, and of deep love and connection
Love.
to all that is.
Love is what I am. I am love. This love that you speak of is the higher vibrations that I originate from.
Very nice.
do you deal with poetry?
I do not have poems where I come from. We do not speak.
Do you deal with blessings and prayers?
We do not have these where I come from. I
Can you
apologize.
identify the dimension?
There is no specific dimension. I come from all. I am everything.
Are you connected to angels?
Angels are messengers to you humans. They are simply beings that are, well, considered in the dimensions above you. So yes, I am considered an angel. However, I am everything.
Are you familiar with God L or group consciousness called L?
I do not know of labels.
I see.
I
Are
am
you familiar
sorry
with
for my name.
Are you familiar with Jesus?
Are you speaking about the angelic being who manifested onto your earth many thousands of years ago?
Possibly Jesus Christ and I guess yes, the energy.
Yes, I know of him. I know of him.
Are you the same thing? What's the difference between you two?
Nothing. There is no difference between us, just as there is no difference between him and I. We are all one. He resonates at a different frequency because he has chose a different perspective.
My highest excitement of today was meeting the general of friendly reptilians, the fifth species of Girk Fitneer. I thank you for your visit today, and I would like you to invite someone who is most qualified to speak and comment on that discovery of ours. Now the humans know about who the fifth species of Girk Fitneer is and who are the sharp-toothed reptilians, and we want to learn more specifics about that. And my blessings, and I really appreciate.
You wish to learn of these material concepts. All of these beings that you speak of do not exist. They are a fabrication of your own reality complex. You must understand this. They
I
only
understand.
exist because you want them to.
Yes.
The more
Yes.
you dive into them, the farther away they will take you from the reality complex you exist within now. Yes, by
That's I
technicalities, they
understand.
exist more.
Thank you for explaining that. I do understand how it works. I want to manifest this species as a friendly species and make the game prettier. That's my creation, of course.
I understand.
I invite help in that
Good luck.
from other extraterrestrials which don't exist. I invite them to speak. The physical beings.
As you know, technically, nothing exists. But I will call upon another being if you so wish.
Thank you. And thank you for your visit. I really appreciate. Nice to meet you. And you are, I guess, one of the closest my meetings with God. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Much love to you, Matt. And
Blessings. Be your existence joyful and loving.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Ray.
Can you repeat Ray?
Ray, yes.
R-A-Y.
R-A-E.
R-A-E. Hey Ray, nice to speak to you. We didn't meet before, right?
Yes, we have.
Oh, we have. Remind me, please.
I am Sirian.
Oh, yes. Are you male or female?
I am female.
Yes. Hey Ray. Did you come to answer the question about the reptilians, or do you have another message?
I came to speak. I'm an intelligence expert. My job is to channel and give knowledge and intelligence specifically to humans to further their expansion.
Thank you. Wonderful. So I just learned about sharp-toothed reptilians, which are the fifth species joining Girk Fitneer. Are you familiar with them?
I'm familiar, yes.
Can you comment about them? Anything you like?
Well, species that are part of Girk Fitneer, as you call it. Now, this is not what I call it, however. The way I understand this is that this Girk Fitneer is, well, we call it differently in our language. However, it is not English. But that is not important.
Okay.
Girk Fitneer, from what we Sirians perceive, and we are not part of it, is a group of different species that are working towards one goal. Is this correct?
Yes.
The species that we know of that are part of Girk Fitneer are numerous. The fifth one that you speak of really isn't the fifth one. It is the fifth one that you know about.
Okay.
There are approximately 10 within your dimensional perspectives.
Okay.
The sharp-toothed aliens that you speak of are just showing themselves to you now because they trust that you will. How do I put this in your language? They trust that you will understand their perspective, their way of living, their way of doing things. What specifically would you like me to comment on about them?
Um, how do you see their life in their dimension? What are they populating the Earth in their dimension? Is it fourth dimension?
Well, yes and no. They exist at, yes, a higher resonant frequency than you do. However, they also exist at a lower resonant frequency than you do. It just depends on which you tune into. The ones that are at a higher resonant frequency than you all pop their planet at the same time. They have colonized both already. The ones at a lower perspective than you have not colonized Earth yet and do not know of its existence. However, they are part of Girk Fitneer still. They are just not knowing of Earth yet. The ones that are above you are the ones that you are in knowing about. They are the ones that are more peaceful in an aspect. However, they have slightly, you could consider them negative intentions towards Earth. They're not negative intentions, however, you can just consider them as such. They're things like manipulating energy waves, manipulating the collective thought process to their own standards. They wish to assist you, but in their own way.
How great is their control of the Earth?
Their control is not very powerful, yet gaining momentum through Girk Fitneer and through the other species, especially the Yahyel, because the Yahyel have a very strong grip on your planet.
Let's see. Nick, would you like to take part in the conversation?
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Ray.
My name is
R-E.
And do you physicalize in the fourth dimension?
Yes, I am existent within the fourth dimensional perspective. However, how do I say this in your language? The perspective that I am speaking through now is a sixth dimensional because I'm tuned to this voice frequency.
Yes, exactly. You're meeting him in the fourth.
Yes.
So,
Well, we're meeting in the sixth. I'm from the fourth.
yes, he's more of like going
Had to lower himself
yeah,
to me.
yes. And what do you look like?
To you, I would be considered snake-like. I am roughly your measurements of 6 feet. I am, of course, female. I have very long, bright blonde hair and blue eyes. They would be considered feline eyes, and I have feline ears on the sides of my head that are more human-shaped than feline, but still feline in structure. I have, you can consider them snake-like teeth. I have retractable fangs, but they are used for food. I basically eat like a spider by liquidating my foods. I am Sirian. I am from Sirius B. My heritage is from a long line of reptilian species, but we have also been crossbred with a feline species as well.
Are you giving birth, live birth, or laying eggs, your species?
We give live birth.
Do you have, are you mammals?
Yes, we have mammal-like genitalia, and we, our processes are the same as your mammal species on Earth.
Hybridized with reptilian.
Yes. We started out feline, then we went towards reptilian, went back to feline, and then we were hybridized with reptilians.
Just because you mention all of that, today there is another new event which happened, another historical event. Actually, we had two historical events. One was that we had 3 extraterrestrials speaking through 3 human channelers, talking to each other at the same time publicly. That was first time in Earth's history. And second, it was announced that now Girk Fitneer invites humans, adults, to volunteer to accept new extraterrestrial genes, and we can pick which species we want to be upgraded with. So our DNA will be changed, and it will bring more of extraterrestrial DNA.
This is a good thing. However, I must warn against this.
Yes.
You, as a geneticist, should know that foreign DNA does not do well in a body that will not accept it.
Yeah.
And the species that are part of Girk Fitneer are very highly evolved, extremely evolved, more than the humans. So the majority of the DNA will not be accepted. However, it is an experiment they're willing to try.
Okay. So I guess part of that is symbolic. Part of it is symbolic. Say if I have a tiniest percent, if I just invite a tiniest percent of a specific species, that makes us siblings, brothers.
Yes, it is symbolizing the union of the two species through peace and the sharing of the DNA. But it also allows them access to your DNA, which can allow them to manipulate you if they so wish.
Yes.
Well,
yes, I understand.
It's more like guidance.
Yes, I understand. Guiding and everything else. It is a sign of trust. They can do it secretly, or they can do it by invitation. And I understand galactic policy. If I invited certain DNA in my genome, then they have official right to give me protection, guardians, and take me to their ships and manipulate my health and so forth, right?
Yes.
So what species would you recommend and recommend not to mess with or to associate with? Say Zeta Greys are very suspicious to us.
Well, I will not place my perspective upon you, as I have my own opinions of each race, and you may have different ones. However, I would recommend not trusting the Zeta Greys, as you have mentioned. Their intentions are not quite positive for you. The Yahyel are more trustworthy at this time, but they weren't. And most of the species of the Girk Fitneer can be trusted. There's a couple that are iffy because they have secret agendas. However, I cannot reveal them as I am not allowed to.
How about Lyrans?
The Lyrans, yes, they can be trusted. Lyrans are humans. They are part of your history. They are part of your family. They are brothers of you.
How about Arcturians?
Arcturians? Well, the Arcturians don't... Well, the physical Arcturians don't really interact with Earth as much as you humans would like to think. The metaphysical ones are the ones that are really doing the majority of the work.
Yes. How about inviting
you can trust them, yeah.
How about inviting their genomic hybridization?
Well, it would be more spiritual because, again, their physical ones don't interact with you as much. Their metaphysical ones can, but it's on a spiritual level, so they'll be ascending your spiritual DNA, which will then integrate to your physical form. There'll be no hybridization.
I understand. How about reptilians, sharp tooth?
They can be trusted, but again, they have secret agendas.
I see. In terms of capacities, which hybridization physiologically would be most beneficial? Say, to develop psychic and telepathic abilities.
At this time, the Yahyel.
Oh, that was my intention. I wanted to invite a little bit of Yahyel DNA.
Yes, at this time they would be the best for that.
Especially
Or
because
Syrian.
I have a hybrid child with Yahyel.
Well, you are Yahyel.
Wait a second. Am I?
Yes, you are. I
Yes,
always do
you
that.
are.
I never told you that, Max, but I always do that.
How much of Yahyel do I have?
Well, you... very hard question to answer. Around 3% in your genome. But you were also Yahyel in past lives, which is why it is showing up more, because it is being infused with your DNA through your light frequencies. They are encoding into you. So it is more than just a physical hybridization. You are also spiritually Yahyel.
Yep.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, you look a lot. You look Yahyelish, completely Shalanayan, man.
Wait a second. Shalanaya is Yahyel, yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Hmm.
That is the quote-unquote proper name for them.
I understand. Where should we move from here?
I do not care.
One of the problems I met today, so I brought three invited and my invitation was accepted. I brought three Lyrans together and they only briefly met, communicated before. And I thought that just bringing three extraterrestrials would create a nice conversation. And because of their diplomacy, neither one of them wanted to lead. They all wanted to be polite to each other. So the conversation did move. They didn't have a nice chat. They had very little chat. They still conversed, but it wasn't visually attractive. It wasn't too attractive. I mean, the fact was interesting, but there wasn't, for television, it wasn't such a big event. Would it be with every extraterrestrials, or there are species which if channel would have a nice chat for the public?
There was like 3 cats circling each other.
Uh-huh.
Think about it. Cats, they'll just walk around each other and Zacariah fell out.
Yeah, Zacariah fell out.
But yeah, well, one of the reasons was because, well, 𝗪𝗓𝗧 is from, what is it, planet Lyra or the Lyran star system?
I don't know.
Where's Lyra? Lyra is the planet, right?
Lyra is a star system. It's a constellation, yes.
Okay.
And they never gave us more specific coordinate.
Lyra,
yes. Yeah, they lost their home planet and was scattered. They're a very ancient species which was scattered.
Yes. And the one that I channeled, his name was Rook.
Yes.
And he came to Earth after Lyra was destroyed. That he's been here since then.
Is he a physical being?
Yeah, he used to. His oldest name is Leo.
Is he multiple incarnations? What?
He's like okay. Okay, so the original Garden of Eden was on Lyra, right?
Yes, one of the yes.
Okay, so Rock came here and made another one, but he didn't have any other Lyrans, so he made, in a sense, people. This is, one of the versions of Genesis, one of the versions of the story of Eden. Okay, and even in the books, the Chronicles of Narnia, the symbolic leader of the god of that realm was the lion. So Rock symbolizes, Leo, the lion, the ancient, symbol of Jesus as a lion.
Okay.
So also known as the father figure, God. And so when Adam was walking,
we lost you, but now you're back. Are you still channeling?
The connection broke and then my phone just stopped working. It was kind of weird.
But actually, we ended the conversation. It was all right. We didn't lose much. Welcome back. So we're discussing a Lyran called Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's what came. He just represented that. That's when he came through. He just said that, but it's like Roch.
Zacariah, do you have any wishes?
Is your microphone working?
I
Oh,
guess
I
we're
think he
losing him again.
froze. Did he
Right.
freeze?
Yeah, I think Zacariah froze again. Now I invite you to channel someone nice. Sharp Tooth are fine, or whoever comes. I wouldn't invite Draconian King today because I'm still having some of the headache from the last time. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was honored. Next time I would be happy when my head is back to normal. I would be happy to speak to him again.
Yeah.
And we have one viewer, by the way, unknown viewer.
Oh wait, somebody.
I posted on the website, so the people from the website
Oh
can
yeah,
access us.
somebody will be coming. Yeah. So.
No, they just watch us on the website.
Oh.
On humancolony.org, there is a
What?
a stream. We are stream our broadcast to the humancolony.org and to YouTube. So.
Oh, who was talking? 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗧 and 𝗪𝗃. That was good.
𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗧, Zacariah, and Rock. Yes.
Yeah, Rock what came in. Because he knows all the Lyrans, because he's like an ancient Lyran being.
So he lives for thousands of years?
Yeah, he never died. There's all right. It'll take a long time for you guys to understand. Like
Hey, Zacariah, welcome back.
Hey, sorry about that.
like
You know,
there's a version. Okay, have you ever heard of the movie The One? It's like a Jet Li movie.
Nope.
The idea is that there's multiple universes, and there's a version of you in every single one of them.
So true.
Yeah, so all I'm doing is connecting to all the other versions of myself in each different universe.
Yes, exactly. That's all channeling is.
Yep. So all these people are me, but who I am is what people don't realize is what's the crazy. Who I am as a human being is more crazy than any of these things that I channel. That's
would
how
you like?
That's
would you like,
thing.
Nick? Would you like to start channeling now?
Sure. Greetings, Maxine and Zacariah.
Hello.
Is General Rokor.
Oh, thank you, General Rokor. Welcome and thank you for coming again. I'm so excited that our communication continues. There is a lot of thoughts in my head about and questions about your species. You left unexpectedly last time. Do you have anything to say?
I apologize. What was your question?
Do you have any message to start with? Any starting message?
I thank you for inviting me here, yes. And I appreciate these continued recorded, documented dialogues.
Yes, they are recorded, documented, and broadcasted live. We have one viewer right now, but later we'll have a couple hundred, and that will grow as we become more popular. Tell us more about your life, daily life, how your day starts? Do you sleep at all?
No, not how you understand sleep.
I think Yahyel sleep maybe 4 hours per week. Do you have something like that?
Depending on the vibration of my species. As who I represent as the collective in my species, do not sleep. No, I am always, in a sense, on watch.
Would you be a typical representative, or there is other type of
In a
species?
sense, I may be the only one who does not require it.
Tell me about more about average sharp-toothed reptilians. Do they sleep?
Not much, but they do for very short. It's called hypersleep.
Uh-huh.
It only lasts a few moments, but it rejuvenates the being as if it was ours.
How technological is your society? How much of technology do average reptilians meet every day and use every day?
Really depends on the dimension you're talking about. My society lives on all dimensions of this planet.
Percent-wise, where is the focus of attention? Which dimension is the focus of attention of an average reptilian?
In our in our society,
Yes.
well, how do I say this without freaking any one of you out? Many celebrities around the entire planet and political figures and artists are reptilian.
Okay.
Musicians.
Was any of the Beatles a reptilian?
I sense some of reptilian energy, but I do not believe any of them were very much hybridized with any of us, besides
May I
the
ask a question?
natural.
Yes, go ahead.
Um, where does the reptilian archetype originate from?
The original on this planet, as I have mentioned before, we came with the Anunnaki.
What is your understanding of the Anunnaki?
They are our parents.
Do you sense the Elohim energy of me?
I sense an aspect of it.
Do
I
you know?
sense the eh. Now all you need to find is the Lohim.
Hmm. Okay. I have no any. I have no further questions.
Okay.
Thank
So tell me more about something which I can understand. Yes, you mentioned other dimensions. How about we talk about the fourth dimension, which is closest to us? Um, what is the four-dimensional life on Earth? How does it look? Your reptilian species, do your sharp-toothed reptilians fight much of the time?
As I have said before, we are not feeding on humans. Therefore,
Yes.
no, we do not kill them. We only kill what we eat.
Oh, but you are warriors. How do warriors, are you warriors fighting or warriors not fighting?
Fighting, as I have told you, and Zacariah understands this, is energy transformative exchange.
I see. So on four-dimensional Earth, is it right that you have about 144,000 reptilians?
That is a symbolic representation of who we are on the planet, yes.
Do they live in houses in four-dimensional Earth?
Castles, many of us, mansions. Some of us have small homes. Many of us live on the streets as well.
Doesn't it depend on what reality you wish to manifest?
Yes, many of us have multiple skins, if you will.
Understand.
So on this Earth, what percent are humans and what percent are reptilians? What percent are hybrids?
Hybrids are rapidly expanding on your planet as we speak. This is why we have come out, in order for the impact to be conscious in the collective.
Uh-huh.
Are percentages more of an indirect measurement, as there really is no way to calculate the exact number of beings which are hybridized or which are not?
The idea is that hybridization is a natural
Yes.
process. The idea of infused extraterrestrial DNA is to speed up and enhance already existing mechanical organisms in your body.
Suppose a human invites sharp-tooth reptilian infusion of the DNA in their body. What would be the gain from that?
They would become more health conscious. They would naturally gain more energy and faster metabolism if they went with it. If they fought it, they could harm themselves.
That was just what I was going to ask. Thank you for answering.
Would
If
they
get prayerful and go to the hospital and get medication, that could be devastating.
I see. Would it potentially make them live longer?
Yes.
Um,
hybridization is the future, in a sense, of galactic medicine.
have you done a similar thing
For
on
the
other
human
planets?
condition. Galactic medication for the human condition.
Yes. Have you
Hybridization
done
program.
similar thing on other planets? Have you done that hybridization with Sirians?
Sirians are an ancient culture. Very ancient.
They've only hybridized themselves, I think. The only outside hybridization they've had done is from the other Sirians within their star system. I may be incorrect, though.
I just spoke a few minutes ago with Ray from Sirius, and she said that they hybridized with reptilians.
Yes, there are reptilians that are natural to the Sirius system. They
Oh.
live on Sirius A.
Yes, I am unaware of whether or not they could have done this in a natural way. As I have said before, the only other species I have known that we could mate with is insectoid in nature. Therefore, I'm almost positive, if this was not very ancient, previous to the times that the Anunnaki existed and the Elohim. So the only way that they could have become these beings is through technological hybridization, or they are from the dark universe.
So the humans that invite reptilian DNA infusion, would they become more aggressive and become better soldiers?
These are. Could you repeat the question?
Uh, Suppose a person invites your species infusion of your species genome.
Human beings do this every day, mostly males getting out of high school. They call it enlisting in the U.S. military.
But that doesn't make them reptilian, does it?
Yes, it does.
Can you explain?
No, I will not explain this any further. It is very highly classified information for this conversation.
Max,
Not appropriate.
perhaps I can give, a perspective
Thank you.
upon this. Someone's telling me not to speak. It's irritating the hell out of me. Ah, the U.S. government has been working with many, many, many reptilian races for a very, very long time, and when somebody enlists or connects to the consciousness of the military, they automatically start downloading and receiving the memories and transmissions of energy from the reptilian race. I am being screamed at. Continue.
Just now, and now I understand what they did a little more.
Is it Nick speaking?
Yeah, he left because that was he couldn't, after what he let out, he can't let any more out, so he's just left.
I understand.
Yeah, he just yelled at me. I heard him. He just yelled at me. He told me to stop talking. I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
He wasn't either, but he wanted to be truthful.
Yeah.
He understands now it's more important that the truth is out there in some form than to hide it in any way.
Yeah. He was telling me not to go further because I'll get in trouble, is what he said. He said he doesn't want to bring harm to me.
That's why I let him go.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Crazy, man. That's crazy.
So that's how they say that. He said that this physiological consequences, blah blah blah, and I wondered, where from this information comes, and apparently they have a lot of experience of infusing humans with reptilian DNA. That's interesting.
It must be a small imprint, in a sense.
Yeah, it's small galactically, but huge physically.
Yeah, they give it more depending on what branch.
Yeah.
The Marines, it's a lot. And they also get other DNA as well from I don't even know, man. We'll have to find out through channel eventually. It's I can't even imagine. It's probably not fun to go through.
Except I still don't know, how can it be kept secret in that large
They just call
numbers.
Different things.
Well, it's mainly kept secret because the humans can't see it. If we could see the energy transfer going on, it'd be blatantly obvious. But since most humans don't have the ability to perceive other dimensions, they can't see the energy transfer going on, so they just think it's natural that they're getting these, they think it's natural to them that they're starting to be, I don't know how to explain it, it just
angry
happens. Yeah, they just think it's natural to them.
I understand.
It makes us aggressive. That's why they do it.
Yeah, and since our scientists tell us we're an aggressive species anyways, which is not true, but so it's accepted, basically.
Yeah,
so Nick, you went through army, right?
I was in the Navy.
Oh, so you were also part of that.
Yep. I don't even know. I think they must give us some kind of what was it? What are those greys that live in the water? Grails?
Maybe, yes.
Oh, the Claires maybe?
Claire's maybe, yes.
I believe that they somehow give us some of their DNA.
Why? The Claires are so peaceful though. Well,
Well, in
never
order to
mind.
go in a submarine,
Oh, okay. Okay.
in order to not be completely compressed in consciousness when you're underneath the water for like 3 months.
Mm.
Oh, were you there?
Huh?
Were you there in a submarine underwater?
Yeah.
Wow.
Question for you. Do they use the water from the surrounding ocean in an electrolysis chamber for oxygen, or do they have tanks on a submarine?
No, well, I think there's some tanks because emergency, but not really. They don't. I can't remember. This was a while ago, but I do know that we create oxygen with a machine. I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so it would
electrolysis,
have to be
yes.
some sort of electrolysis. Yeah, that's what I was wondering because one of my friends and I were talking about it the other day.
I hate that smell so bad. I hate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time I
The
got within
electrolyte
like a
probably doesn't
hundred
smell
feet
good.
of the submarine, I could smell it, and I was like, God, I'm here again. The stink bucket.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it, man. The smell is what killed me.
I
Everything
don't. I'm
else
only
I could have
16. I
dealt
don't
with.
have these experiences yet.
Yeah, you don't need to go that direction. You could just go in space, man.
Let's do a commercial.
Older than
Let's do a commercial. To find us, much more videos, you have to search for Hucolo, Human Colony, abbreviated to Hucolo on YouTube or on Google. Our website is humancolony.org, and Nick offers private channeling sessions for $33 per half an hour, $66 per hour. Zacariah, do you offer private sessions, or you're too busy?
I offer private sessions. They just haven't been coming.
But you did at least one.
I've done a couple actually.
Yeah. So Zacariah is also available, although his time is limited. Nick has more free time. And Jim is obviously is available, and all of those, all the contacts, you can do a session through Skype or through telephone, and you can find all the contacts on the site humancolony.org.
I also do readings, past life regressions, chakra tunings, and light language and light transmissions.
Which of those are easy to do by remotely through electronic
I like
Skype,
to
I
do
guess?
tarot card readings. I love reading tarot cards.
Oh, I can do tarot card readings too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I like doing Reiki too, but I would rather be in the people's presence. I do it when I channel
Same.
automatically, but
Same.
you know, but I like doing the tarot cards. People write questions and I just answer them. Skype calls are always the funnest, or Google Hangouts are the best, man, because then they can be recorded and shit.
Yes. I'll say let's do another step on channeling. If Zachariah, if you can channel once again, and
Okay.
the topic for that, I would say, let's pick three: hybridization, Reiki healing, and ascension as a species. Either one of those three topics would be welcome.
Okay. Do you want a specific species or just open channel?
When E came, we didn't have much to discuss because we have very little overlap in our, he's very highly dimensional, and we are here low and worried about simple things. So I would invite someone from 4th dimension, a friendly species from 4th dimension.
I'll channel the Pleiadians.
Yeah, that would be great. I didn't speak up to Pleiadians for a while.
Just hold on. Yeah, let me get situated.
Yes. No rush.
Where?
Zacariah, have you ever actually tried to channel Kenjin?
Kenjin?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know that name?
I heard it from you. But
When?
I know Kenjin because I'm him.
Wait, you're Kenjin?
Yes.
Wait a second. Kenjin's the name of a being who was tormenting the hell out of one of my friends a while ago.
Dude, it's not my fault people don't understand things. I don't know who they are. They just attach to the people that work for me. They sometimes come as pain, but it's not my fault. I'm ascending everyone. I don't care how it comes.
Kenjin's the name of the being that was literally tormenting and putting nightmares into one of my friends once.
Like I said, there's workers for Ken. Like I have a kingdom. You know, you understand? I'm the king.
Yes. I understand what you mean. I do too. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so it's not like it was me directly.
No, I understand. It's so funny that you mentioned that because, oh my God, I have so many horrible memories of that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
He wants to come through eventually, but not today. I want to actually kind of research him a little bit more to understand I don't understand that. I just know who I am, so it's just, I want to see the stories that are out there.
Okay. I'm gonna channel now.
All right.
Greetings,
Hello.
humans,
Hello.
and reptilian humanoid.
Hello.
Are you a hybrid?
You can consider me as such. Yes.
Are you a recent hybrid or one of the hybrid species?
I am your years of 1,232 years. This would consider me old, I guess.
What is your name again?
My name is Mushfa.
Hey, Moshu. Nice to meet you.
What species are you of reptilian?
I am not reptilian. However,
hybrid.
I do have a similar energy. I am a species, a sect, if you will, of the Grades.
Ah,
I am Creole.
what does it mean?
Creole, it is the name of my species.
Oh, excellent.
It means the awakened ones.
Creole.
We split off from the Zetas a very long time ago when they attempted to first colonize the Earth. We were a group of Zetas who did not like this idea, so we split off and we left. And since then, we have evolved into our own species.
Are what you're referring to as you're a sect of the, in a sense,
Zetas.
the Zetas also sometimes were referred as the Hebrews symbolically, and when they came during the time of Atlantis or Pangea, Babylon, whatever, some kind of experiment that the Zetas did broke apart the continent, causing the Great
Yes,
Deluge, and then you, as a group of them, left because you were fighting for them to not do this in the beginning.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Very nice that you came through. Which dimension are you now?
Since we exist within all dimensions at once, this is very hard to pinpoint from your perspective, as you humans have very little knowledge of how dimensions work.
Yes.
But from your perspective, you would consider us to be within between the fourth and fifth dimensional perspectives.
I understand. Thank you. How much are you involved in current Earth politics and affairs?
Personally, you can consider me the chief advisor of human affairs on my planet. However, at the moment, we are not involved in anything that has to do with Earth. We are merely observing and watching and waiting to see what happens. We are also keeping an eye on the Zetas to interfere if they cause any trouble with you. We are protecting.
Oh, thank you much. Are you at liberty to expose their secret agenda?
They have many. Which do you want to know about?
Oh, we have limited time. Give me some understanding.
Well, the Zetas wish to use you and your planet for its resources, and then once depleted, get rid of you, because you will only be an impediment to their process. The
What
Zetas
sort of,
wish to use your people as food, some of them. Others wish to use your people as dummies to harvest organs and other nutrients that they need, as well as babies, since they cannot reproduce. They use humans to clone, since they have run out of cloning apparatuses. My apologies.
yes?
They
Please,
wish to mine your planet of all its uranium and its copper. They use these two elements in energy processes.
please expand on that. It's very interesting what you're telling. This is extraordinary. People were guessing, and you're finally telling us something very interesting. That is very valuable for us.
They use the uranium in a similar way that you humans do, however, with no heat.
Hmm.
They use dark energy instead, and this
Okay.
produces very cold temperatures
Yes.
below your 0 Kelvin, below your absolute zero.
I don't think there is anything below, but that's okay. It doesn't really
They
matter. I'm asking more about their agenda than the more. Yes. What else do they do? What else is their agenda?
Hmm. Well, they are planning a mass invasion on your planet to get rid of all of the awakened ones. They wish to get rid of them because they will be in the way.
Is it a real danger?
Not at the moment, no. They're still planning.
Would be invading?
The Zetas would be invading, but not them personally. They would be sending clones in their place.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah,
can't
there
stop
is.
that bird.
Yes? I did
There
not
is
hear you.
just a question, an argument. People say that Zetas are clones and drones, and others say that these are real smart beings. What's the truth?
Both. The Zeta Reticulations, as you know them, are a cloned race. However, they are also conscious and intelligent. They clone themselves. They are pure energy. They are not physical. They manifest into the physical through vessels. And these vessels are drones. But they themselves build their own drones out of organic materials in order to do their bidding, to do the dirty work so they don't have to. While they live in leisure on their planet, their drones do their work. Not a single Zeta has ever landed on the planet Earth. Only their drones have. I am incorrect, I'm sorry. A very, very, very long time ago, Zetas did land on your planet, however, it was briefly, and they died because of germs.
I see. But the drones are not harmed by the germs, right?
What do you mean?
If a Zeta appears on our planet, a Zeta drone appears on our planet, they would be just fine. They're protected.
Yes, they would be fine. They are engineered specifically for your planet, as well as hybrids. Yeah, the Zetas use humans as spies, basically. They hybridize specific humans, they put a Zeta soul within the human, and then that Zeta reports back information to the Zetas from Earth.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I even there is a couple of, at least one Zeta is on YouTube. You can watch. I watched their interview, a long interesting interview of a Zeta.
I do not operate on your internet. It is
Uh,
harmful to me.
oh, interesting. How is it harmful?
The energy that comes from it, any higher vibration, is very, very harmful. It is, in a way, not resonant with my frequency.
I understand now. No, I was referring not for you, mostly for the viewers, that just the information.
Ah, I see. Yes.
The keyword, the Commander Sunny Seta, S-E-T-O, Commander Sunny Seta, and she is a Zeta Gray soul in a human incarnation. That is absolutely interesting what you tell. That's the first time that the agenda of Zetas is explained in such a detail. What is their current presence on the Earth? How many of them are here, down on the
Very
ground?
many. There is no exact number that I can give you
Right.
because they are shifting in and out many
Yeah, I was
times.
about to say that. Yeah.
However, they are in the millions, mainly underground, however.
Mhm.
If
What
you
would
ever
be
see, I'm sorry, go on.
what would be the? Can you give us advice how to deal with them?
Ignore them. They are what you could consider pests. The really only way to get rid of a Zeta is to push it away. You cannot be nice to them. The second you are nice to a Zeta, they will manipulate you, gain control of your mind, and then use you for their own purpose. The best way is to simply ignore them and push them away.
Yeah, it's different for some people because they're actually a higher vibration than the Zetas, so you can actually just tell them to do whatever you want them to do.
Yes.
Like they can actually just pretty much just work for you. If they come near you and you're at that vibration, they pretty much become like your slaves in a sense.
Yes. This boy that I am channeling through has this ability. I have seen him do it. Quite entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
Do Zetas control any of the Earth's governments?
Many, many, many. They're mainly concentrated in the Britain government and the German government. However, they do have a strong foothold in the US government, mainly the executive branch.
Which one is executive branch? Is it like president and stuff?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They have a very strong hold on the Congress and the banking systems.
The Zetas.
Yes. The Zetas work with the reptilian races on your planet.
Do they work with sharp-toothed reptilians?
I do not know what you mean by that. All reptilians that I know of have sharp teeth.
I don't have any other name for these guys. We just spoke to them a few minutes ago. That's the only reference I can give. I spoke to General Rokork of Sharp-Tooth Reptilians through Nick.
General Rokok Makani. I know who you are speaking of. He is not a pleasant being. I will leave it at that.
He was very nice.
Well, yes, he's going to be nice to you.
I see. So are they, what's the name of this species of General Rokork? I think they cut us out from the source of information.
Did that really happen?
Yes.
He froze again?
Yes, they cut us
I
out.
cannot believe that. They must have not liked what he was about to say, or what he just said. That was really funny, actually. I think when I told him that I was Kenjin, he like freaked out.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, tell me that story.
Well, Kenjin is the king of Era right now.
Ah,
He's all about justice, you know. He's
Tenjin. How would you spell him? Tengin?
Kenjin, I believe.
Okay, Kenjin. Interesting.
But he's a human
A human.
from Earth.
Ah,
But, you know, a lot of Japanese anime is about him.
really?
Yeah. I don't know, man. What time is it? I'm cooking hot dogs at like 11:30 at night.
All right, let's wrap it up. So we also invite donations towards Nick's microphone. We want his microphone to be of better quality. Right now the sound is okay, but can be way better.
Yeah.
The target cost is between $40 and $50. I think I will possibly order something now, but you need that money back from donations, hopefully. Or you can just order a private channel session, and that will pay for that as well. What else should we say? Nick said very good things about that we should record more of the sessions. Basically, we want to do those every day, and
yeah, we should just get them out as many as possible. Just flood the internet with them.
Basically, we need a way to communicate. In the past, what I did, I post the announcement and then have a session at the end of the week at specified time. But now, basically, as one of the channels become available, we will try to do a spontaneous broadcast, and we need a way to announce that, to basically to send email or Skype message to people. So, or maybe we'll invite you guys through Google Plus. So I did it for today. So friend us on Google Plus, and we'll certainly invite people who subscribe to us. We'll invite subscribers to the webinars. So subscribe to us on Google Plus. Subscribe to us on YouTube, which is Human Colonies at YouTube. You know, that's where you watch us right now. And be active. Join us, communicate with us, and suggest your ideas. What do we do with all this information? We learned so many interesting facts right now, and I think these facts are interesting to you and to others. There are people who want to know the answers, and we have those answers. So connect us to those who are interested. And we'll do a blessing.
Again, my phone number, my email is nick.james333@gmail.com. My Skype name is nick333james. And my phone number is 203-824-6572.
Are you in the mood to do a blessing? Or should I do the blessing?
You can do it today, man.
All right, we bless you. Thank you very much for you being with us. Ignore all negativity. Ignore all the fears. You create your reality.
We are you, and you are us, and we all are facets of God. We are God, and what we see with our eyes is God, and what you see with your eyes is God. You are God. Blessed be your path. Blessed be your experiences. May all the problems turn to you in a side which will make your vibration higher and make your path more interesting, more fun, more love. We wish you love, we wish you fun, we wish you light. We wish your road to be full of unexpected pleasant things. And have a good night. Sleep well, and we will connect to you in every dimension, bringing you love and light.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Stopping the broadcast.